Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the EcoStruxure Machine Expert HVAC. I'm your host, Leandro Romada, and in this video what we're going to see is how we can know if someone doesn't touch any keys in front of the M172 display. So let's go to the software. So as soon as you touch one of the keys on the M172, there is a variable on the display. This one, SysKey key press, that give us a value depending on which was the latest key that we have touched. So if we go here, details, here you can see the full description about each number, what does it mean. So what I have done basically is to use this on the display just to show you that it just show the latest value and it changed. And then what I have done is to use this message, okay, just a text, plain text, with the possibility to use the visibility. Okay, so just make an indication, are you there? But let's go through the complete application and see how other things that we can do. So one of the things that I have done is to go to properties, and in global on timer, select a procedure as a global. So we have some kind of timer that every time is going to be executing something inside. So on my global procedures, I have this procedure timer. What I have done is to use this VD_set_param in order to set a variable on the PLC side in order to know which was the latest key that someone has pressed. You can see here using this syntax and using this variable, which is a dword. So you can see over here, dword, it's a dword variable. And then I'm pointing in the PLC into this direction, the 10,000. So every time, a time not specified in the software, the HMI part is going to send to the PLC this value. So if we go to configuration, configuration, you can see that I have named or created this variable, a dword, and then I have created this inactivity. So just another variable to show an inactivity. On the programming side, what I have done is to compare the actual value to the previous one. Okay, so in case it changed, it means that there is no inactivity. So I also have a timer, and if this one is true, it means that the actual time and the other one, if it's the same, the last key press is the same, it means that there is no activity at all, or it could be there is no activity at all. So here you can see here that I use a timer. In this case is 5 seconds. So here you can see that after the timer is complete, means that it's no inactivity. So I can read on the other side on the display and send the value and do something. And here, if the timer is off, it means that someone is playing with the keyboard, with the keys. And then I press and I send to the last, the previous scan, the variable, so we compare the next time if it's a change. So on the display, you can have the possibility to use, for example, in my case, I have used this text. I link it to that inactivity variable. And something important, if you're using this, you need to use refresh. Otherwise, this current is not going to do anything. So you just need to select refresh, true, and then visible. So every time this is true, it will ask, are you there? Our solution, if you want to execute an action, would be to read that variable. So it's going to be here a new variable, and here just need to select bool. So read from the configure from this one, inactivity, on the display, and then new bar, you execute something. So if this new bar, the question mark because it's a syntax, if new bar is true, so equal true, without that true, then you can execute something. Okay, so that could be one idea. So you don't rely on the PLC and only on the HMI part, display part. Okay, but in my case, I have done only on the page using this, but that is another way to do it. So for example, if you use that and get instead of set, you read from the PLC side, and then you can execute something, a procedure, a different procedure. So let's simulate this just to show you that I'm not lying to you, basically. So as you can see, this value is null because it's the last value. It doesn't do anything. As you can see it right now, there is no change. Display. So let's download the display just in case it has an old application. So if we open this, you are asking me, are you there? So as it change, it goes out. And it's going to show you here the timer. So I'm going to move. You can see the timer, move around, change. The only problem would be if I press the same button once again. But you have this. Okay, and if I don't touch anything after 5 seconds, it will go, are you there? Okay, so this is how you can make inactivity, the inactivity of the display. You also have the possibility to use the background. So you have a timer when no touch, you have the background, then change the color every time that you want. Let me just show you that if I remember well. So here, if you go to display, here you have the possibility to make the thing of the backlight when it's time. So every time, just be able to see that, but that's a different thing. Let me see. Here, backlight time, you have this thing. So in case you want to turn it on, and then you can define the time when it's just turn off the backlight. But that is for backlight. The other one is for the inactivity in case you want to execute an action. Okay, so so this is how we can know, in theory, how if anyone doesn't touch any of the keys on the display part or the embedded display of the M172. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.